Coach, how important was it to get Big Ten play started off with a win?
It's always nice to start with a win. You can just show up every day the same, but it is nice for the guys and for all the work they put in to start with a win, certainly in dramatic fashion.
Cole Barr, I believe, has 3 home runs in his last 3 games now. What's been working for him?
Cole just works. He kind of worked on some things with his hands to open up the whole field. And the great thing about Cole is actually the hard part was he missed most of the fall. So he's been continuing to work throughout. And the great thing about him is he goes to work every day. And so, each day, I tell guys all the time, you know why you come to work every day? You come to work every day because you don't know which day is going to be the day where you figure it out for the rest of your career. And so Cole comes to work every day. We continue to make adjustments, and he's always had the pull side power. But to open up the whole field, get him in a good position. And so it's really allowed him to be much more of a threat. And then you see his ability to take pitches. That last at bat was an incredible at bat to walk and then to steal the base. He's really rounding himself into a much more of a complete player. And the best is yet to come. He's going to continue to get better offensively, to steal bases, going to continue to get better defensively. He's just scratching the surface on himself as a player.
Coach Paulie Milto was pretty much dealing out there through 8. What was your decision like in the 9th inning to throw him back out there?
Yeah, there was a lot of moving pieces to that, and so the big part of it is this. So Lloyd, we didn't feel like if we took Lloyd down in the 7th, we didn't feel like it's a cold night. He was going to be able to get hot and then pitch into the 9th because it's going to be a 20-minute break, and so then Lloyd's up second in the 8th, and so you don't have a chance to send him down. So you got Milto. Milto's your guy. So Milto, I just felt like Milto was the best option as opposed to in that situation anybody else. And so it was unorthodox. It was unfortunate. It was the first time we've not been able to get Lloyd hot, and it just was too long of a gap. And we can't risk him getting hurt by getting hot and then sitting for 20 minutes and in 30 degrees. And we just felt like it was a better matchup with Paulie in that situation. And you look at it, you get a flare in the left, you get a ground ball in the 4-hole, then he gets a 1-2 backup slider, hits a guy. And it was just kind of a series of unfortunate events, but we managed it. And Connor Manus, came in and did a great job. He really is an unsung hero in that situation. He comes in and gets a punch out and a line out and ends the threat there. So, as we go further along, as guys prove themselves in those situations, you trust them more. And Connor went out and did that tonight, proved himself in a big time situation. So maybe moving forward, you feel like, hey, Lloyd's not hot, unfortunate, it happens. So what? Let's go to Connor and trust him in this situation. And so as we grow together, hopefully we'll make more moves like that. And maybe we can, I can manage it better. Maybe I call, the hard part is, Lloyd hits a double play there in the 8th. And it's like, do you call time with Feynman? Is that enough time? Can I get him down and get him hot? And I just didn't feel like it was. I didn't want to push Lloyd. So I did really want to kick something, but I wouldn't. So
was Paulie lobbying there to go back out there?
Oh yeah, Paulie wants to close on Tuesdays and Wednesdays and pitch 14 innings, and Feynman's like, put him out, he's fine. I'm like, I know he's fine. And Paulie's he's so good, he's so composed, and it wasn't like they knocked him around the park. He was still really good. His velo, he's still 88, 90, 91, and stuff was good. That just worked out that way. But you also you trust the guy that's earned the right to be trusted, and Paulie has. And the situation worked out that way, but we managed it and did a good job. Not, it's easy to throw a fit as a group and say, oh, you got to be kidding me, how's this happen? We didn't. We battled. And Kalitha, from what I've heard, did that several times last year. And he's such a tough guy. You battle on injuries and working, and nice to have him back in the lineup.
And like you said, Kalitha, it kind of looked like those first 3 at-bats that he's still trying to figure some things out as he gets back into the lineup. But what do you think it does for his confidence to kind of get this walk-off hit, to kind of get some momentum going back into his swing?
Yeah, I think the work that he's put in is going to be the main driver of his confidence. But when you see the work and you see it kind of work out for you there, obviously that really helps. His teammates have great belief in him, great confidence, and that's never wavered from us. So, I've got a great feeling that Logan's going to continue to come through for us in big situations.
You got a big win to open the weekend. How do you keep it going tomorrow and then on Sunday?
We got to continue to have good pitching. The team's going to give us a good start. I think he figured some things out before his last start and was really good, and play great defense. You look at Jeremy Houston, we really worked this week, defensively, and like we have all year, but we really turned up the tempo on the defensive work. And Jeremy was terrific. I mean, he was special out there, shortstop tonight. It was really good to see that. And we're going to have to take care of the ball. We're going to have to compete offensively and be able to take advantage of some situations. We had a base running mistake tonight that probably cost us to run. And we're going to have to execute. We're going to have to move runners. We get guys on scoring position. We're going to have to be able to have a quality at bat and put a good swing on it. But yeah, I like where we're at offensively. We continue to improve and battle and compete. And I mean, their guy did a good job. He's throwing 4 pitches for a strike. He's breaking out two variations of a slider and a 12-6 curveball and throwing fastballs on both sides. He's did a nice job. And that's a Friday night game with two good arms battling out, and we came out on top.
All right, and you got a guy on Iowa's roster, and Jason Foster, that you used to coach with at Wright State. I mean, what does it mean to kind of coach against him now in a different location, now on different teams?
Sure, he knows a lot about me, and I know a lot about Jason. So, wishing him all the best, and if he gets out there, it'll be fun to compete against him. Obviously, I watched him grow up and go through some injuries, and go on to make himself into a really good college player. So, certainly wish him all the best, and I hope he has a lot of success all season. Hopefully, I hope we come out with a win, but I certainly wish him the best.